Good afternoon and welcome to KTN News Desk. My name is Edith Kimani. Bonitunya will be joining us shortly. We apologize for the slight delay. We got a little bump along the way, but not to worry, onwards. We begin with the story on the teachers' strike, and true to their word, learning in public school has today been paralyzed after teachers heeded a call by the umbrella body not to go on strike. That story will begin and make the main focus of our bulletin this afternoon. News Desk begins right now. And so we continue with that story where, true to their word, learning in public schools was today paralyzed after teachers heeded a call by the umbrella body, and that's not to go on strike. The teachers are pressing for the full implementation of a 1997 pay deal. The teachers say the strike, dubbed the father of all strikes, will not end until they get what they're demanding for. Pupils in public schools were forced to study on their own or go back home. Here are the details.
Public schools countrywide have had to go back home or make do without teachers in class following the teachers' strike that took off today. In Maralal, pupils traveling from Barangay, Wamba and Barcelona to attend a music festival competition were left stranded after their teachers abandoned them. Parents in the area are urging the government to consider the teachers' request of salaries increment.
Elimu tunasema afadhali tungelipewa pesa ndio walete laptop baadaye, kwa sababu without the money hata laptop kuja bado tutakuwa kwa mgomo, so the laptop will not be helping the children.
Sasa walimu ndio hawa wameanza kutoroka, wameanza na hata sisi pia wazazi tumeanza kushangaa watoto wote watarudi namna gani. Sasa mambo ya masomo ndio kitu ya maana sana, ni kitu ya maana ni masomo.
In Kiambu, students were left stranded after Kiambu Primary School teachers failed to show up to class, leaving students wandering in the streets. And in Nyeri County, teachers gathered around Nyeri town protesting, saying they will not go back to class without getting the pay hike they are demanding.
That we are not going back to those institutions of learning. We are not going today. We are not going tomorrow. We are not going next year until the 25 billion is paid, and paid in total.
And it was the same script in Western Kenya. Teachers across all the region counties heeded the strike call and abandoned the schools. Charity Kimani, KTN, Nairobi.
Let's now take you to our INDM studios where Wilkista Nyabwa is following this story closely. And Wilkista, I understand that the teachers have a boost because they now have some backing from the trade union representatives, even after saying that it's going to be the father of all strikes, never mind how it is affecting learning in schools. Wilkista, from that press conference this morning, what did you gather?
Good afternoon, Edith. And it is true. Basically, today, as the teachers kicked off their strike, they are getting support from the Federation of Public Service Trade Unions of Kenya, which is known as PUSETU Kenya. And what the Federation is saying is that the government has made a habit of signing collective bargaining agreements with workers' union and then failing to deliver on those agreements. And some of the parties it is naming as those who have signed agreements with the government that the government has not delivered upon is one collective bargaining agreement signed with the Union of Kenya Civil Servants, and another one signed with the University's Academic Staff Union, and another one signed with the University Non-Teaching Staff. And now it is saying that the government cannot continue to do this to workers, and that if the government does not deliver on all collective bargaining agreements that it has signed up until this moment, all the other workers under these agreements will be going on strike within 7 days. And we're now listening to what the Secretary General Charles Mukwaya had to say earlier today.
We wish to express our disappointment that the government of Kenya, being the employer of all public workers, teachers included, has developed an unfortunate tendency of perpetually reneging on fulfillment of their part of the bargain in most, if not all, collective bargaining agreements entered between itself and the various unions within the industry. In particular, we regretfully note that the government has failed to honor, one, the CBS signed between itself and the Union of Kenya Civil Servants for the year 2010 to 2012. Two, the CBS signed between itself and the University's Academic Staff Union WASU for the year 2012-2013. Three, the CBS signed between itself and the University's Non-Teaching Staff Union ONTESO, now the Kenya University Staff Union KUSU for the year 2010-2013. Towards this end, the Federation of Public Service Trade Unions of Kenya, being the labor center to which all these unions affiliate, wishes to urge the government of Kenya to, with immediate effect and within the next 7 days, factor in all payments due to the workers within its role and covered by the CBAs herein above, or face industrial unrest never seen in this country before.
Industrial unrest never seen in this country is what the trade unionists are threatening with regard to the teachers' strike. Let's now check in Eldoret to see what's happening there. Mercy Kandia is standing by to tell us how, if at all, the strike has affected learning in that region. Mercy.
Yes, indeed, Edith Kimani, thank you very much. This is the situation within Eldoret town, the town that is in Uasin Gishu County. The 7th strike since 1997, and indeed, true to their words, teachers have kept away from classes.